ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and welcome to the show. Got a little bit of a different setup. I'm trying to spice it up for you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I watched Superman on Friday, and this is what I think about it. I want to start off by saying that man, David Corenswet is Superman, bro. Like, I like Henry Cavill, but I feel like Henry Cavill was written more as a Batman-esque Superman. Like, David Corenswet is like, I don't know, his energy is very like, you know, that one white guy that you work with and he's like super happy all the time, super fun guy, you know what I'm saying? You guys go out, grab a couple beers, and you know, he's like a cool, nice white man. That's what David Corenswet is. It's just like that normal dude, but like super attractive. And that was kind of annoying because it's like, damn, I don't know, man. This guy, I don't know. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. You know what I'm saying? It invoked the same. Why do I have these on? It invoked the same feeling that I got when I saw Michael B. Jordan fighting Chadwick Boseman at the water, and he takes his t-shirt off. I'm like, alright, man, you got it, bro. You got it, bro. Alright, we get it. Yeah, you're the one. Whatever. So that stood out for me. Like, that guy is Superman. He that was a good casting. I feel like Superman was written wrong because he got his shit kicked in so much, dude. He got beaten up so much, bro. Like, so much, bro. I don't get it. He got beaten up so much. It was ridiculous. But as like a Superman character, the guy played him well. Nicholas Hoult played a very good Lex Luthor. That was a strong performance by Nicholas Hoult, as he always does, because Nicholas Hoult is Nicholas Hoult, bro. That guy is the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think of this new crop of actors, I don't know when you would want to start, but like, for me, Tom Hardy, Nicholas Hoult, and James McAvoy. Like, just like off the top right now, the generation of the guys that are the guys right now, man, those three are the ones, you know. So Nicholas Hoult carried it. He played Lex in a very Lex way. Like, all the cartoons where you see Lex Luthor, he kind of played him like that. I wish he was more small, because Lex is known for being like a unit. Like, I feel like Lex and Superman physically are kind of matched, like, visually, and then, you know, because Superman is fucking Superman, that's why Lex wears all those things. But I feel like Lex and Superman should have like a comparable body type. So he's tall enough. He's like, he looks the part. I just wish he was like a little bit bigger. But you know, there were many points where Lex was aura farming in this movie, and you see that a lot in this movie. But also, whatever cartoon you watch, Lex be aura farming, bro. That's kind of a Lex thing to do, aura farming. So I like that about it. I think one thing that I didn't like about the way that Lex was written in this is he didn't make sense. Like, you can tell that he's written to be very intelligent, but like, the way that he thinks doesn't really make any logical sense. Like, when you watch the way that Thanos was moving in Infinity War, when you look at the way that Thanos was moving in Infinity War, all the things that he was doing make sense. Like, it makes sense for the end goal, and his reasoning is like, okay, I don't agree with you, but it's not like, you know, It's not unreasonable. So Lex was very intelligent in this, but also very unreasonable, which is kind of a different way of writing Lex. It's been done before, but for the most part, in most of the comic book movies that are, or the cartoons or the comic books, where you are looking at Lex, it's emphasized how reasonable Lex is. That's why people follow Lex. I think there's a point where Lex is like the president of the states or something. So Lex Luthor is a very reasonable guy, and I didn't like the fact that they just kind of wrote him as kind of just like a whatever villain. The writing in this was kind of trash. It was. I didn't like Lois Lane at all. I didn't like anything about her. Like the I guess the actress that played her is okay. She did her job, but like, oh man, I don't even want to talk about her. Guy Gardner stood out. I liked the choppy haircut. I liked the jacket. Everything about Guy Gardner in this was pretty good. He carried a lot of what I liked about the movie. He's kind of campy. I think the overall energy of this movie is very campy. It's like it's made for comic book nerds. I think we are regressing to where this was always supposed to be. These are not supposed, I mean, they are supposed to be cinematic masterpieces, but the point isn't that they are supposed to be winning Oscars. They are supposed to be made for, people that grew up on comic books. And I think I got off comic books because of the MCU, because I was getting into arguments with people. This was my fault, by the way. But I was getting into arguments with people that never read comic books about things that were supposed to be based on comic books but weren't in the movies. And it's like, yeah, well, this is not based on the source material, So this kind of made me wanna like look at a comic book again. So that was a nice thing about it. The costumes, I knew that Superman's costume was gonna be trash, so it didn't take away from the movie for me. Apart from one part where Krypto is like pulling on Superman's, he's tugging on his sleeve. It's the scene where he's trying to get Krypto to take him home, and Krypto won't do fuck all in this movie, bro. Krypto refused to do anything he was told. Krypto was his own person, alright? He was his own dog. He was his own person. Did whatever the fuck he wanted to, and you would only come if you called him. That was the only thing that he did. If you whistle, he would come. But apart from that, as soon as he gets there, he's like, all right, I'm here. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I was doing whatever I wanted to over there. Now I'm gonna do what I want to here. And so that was kind of fun for me. It reminded me why I don't have a dog, because I'm like, nah. I mean, every dog is not like that, but like, nah. I can't. The way that the movie is written is kind of, again, I'm gonna hop on the writing. There's a lot of elements about this that were good. I think Mr. Terrific is one of those elements. Mr. Terrific looks great. Like, his whole presentation is just perfect. The guy that played him, super cool, super nonchalant. He's like, Mr. Terrific is the best part of the movie for me. I don't know too much about Mr. Terrific. He wasn't one of those heroes that I gravitated towards when I was into comics super heavy. But I knew about him tangentially. So I just like, when I saw him, I was like, okay, cool, he's here. And then, the guy that played him, like, super nonchalant, super cool, super, like, he's got a very, like, a very quiet charisma. It's very, very cool. So that was my favorite things, and my kind of the things that I like the least about the movie. The movie is basically Superman gets crypto. So the reason why there's crypto in the movie is because crypto is Supergirl somewhere, and he asks Superman to babysit, or I guess dog sit crypto for him. So that's why crypto's there. The movie is Lex trying to get rid of Superman because Lex is kind of the one guy that has everything except superpowers, and he's like, no, I'm smarter than everyone, I'm stronger than everyone, I've got more money than everyone, I'm better than everyone. So why are you better than me? And kind of that's pretty much what gives birth to the whole storyline. So go watch the movie. I would say if you like comic books, if you like movies, it's not like super woke and all of those things. They said it's a movie about an illegal alien or some shit, and about empathy and friendship and love and whatever. And it was like, that's kind of how they promoted it over the last few days, just before it released, maybe the last week. And I was considering not going, but then I was like, hey, it's a Superman movie, man. I'm probably gonna like it. I went, I watched it, I liked it. It kind of gave me Brendan Routh Superman vibes. It was just like, the coloring was nice. I miss Superman, or I guess superhero movies that have like, especially DC ones that have like super poppy colors. So you get that in this. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I think you should go and watch it. It's a good movie. This is not a movie review channel, so you are only going to get movie reviews from movies that I go and watch. So if that's what you're here for, I guess you can comment that in the comment section, and then maybe we can figure something out for you. And that works for me too. But yeah, I give it like a 3 out of 5. It's not a bad movie. It's not particularly exceptional, but it's good enough that I would watch it again. I'll figure out if I can. Like, if it's not inconvenient for me, I'll go watch it again. But yeah, 3 out of 5. You can go watch the movie. All right. I'm gonna go away now. Bye.